What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Sideline Summit. This is episode 20. I'm Antonio Perez. I'm here with my co host, Danny Cole. It's been a long 2 weeks. I know we just went live for game 5 of the NBA Finals, but this is the first episode we have in a while. It's great to be back. Going to be talking a lot about the NBA Finals, of course. Big game 6 coming up for my Celtics. Going to be talking, of course, our summits and plummets for the past week. And we're going to be ending the episode on some rapid fire NFL hot takes for the upcoming season. Before we get into any of that, Danny, how are you doing tonight?
Man, it's a great night. You guys are going to be listening to this probably anytime you want to, but probably around 12, 1 o'clock on Wednesday. The Celtics will be
Yep.
playing on Thursday afternoon, Thursday night. There's a lot to be
Yep.
in line for, but before we get into that, there's a lot for us to discuss going on in other sports.
Definitely, man. One thing I wanted to get into was, of course, our summits and plummets. I'm gonna let you go first. We're gonna start with, we'll each start with our summits.
Yeah, I mean, start with my summit. I really will go with everybody saying that Steph has no help because Steph has help, and they're the summit.
Is that
The summit is the help. Uh, Jordan
so?
Poole, Klay Thompson.
The Warriors role players are the summit. I'm down with that.
Yeah, because so many people on Twitter have, oh my God, Steph Curry has no help. Uh, LeBron's best player besides himself in 2018 was Kevin
It's
Love.
Kevin Love averaging 12 a game.
And the third guy,
That was bad.
third guy, J.R. Smith.
Yeah, that's a
When
rough
J.R.
group
Smith is your
to.
third best player, you can say that someone has no help. But when
It's
Klay
a rough.
Thompson is your third best player, arguably, I mean, he might be the second best right now. Andrew Wiggins or Jordan Poole, player,
Wiggins has been the second best player. I think I can.
I can get down with
I
that.
think he's consistently.
So when Klay Thompson is your third best player, it's a big difference in J.R. Smith.
Yeah. My summit would be, despite they just lost, would be the Philadelphia Phillies. They've won 10 of the last 12 since firing their manager slash coach. Um, and they're just really hitting on all cylinders. They dropped 2 of the last 3 though, but they seem to have gotten their feet under them finally. So that's good to see. Of course, nothing can ever go well late in the game um, due to doo-doo pitching, and it
Uh-huh.
will continue to be that way, especially on nights like tonight. So
That's really important. I want to talk about
yeah,
my plummet. It's Corey Knable. This man should not be a closer of the Phillies. He has a 3.24 ERA, which isn't great, which isn't it's okay. But every time that I'm watching the game, he gives up a run in a big circumstance, and
he don't got that dog in him.
he gives up run. He gave up what 2 runs on May 29th against the Mets, a run
Mm-hmm.
against the Giants, 3 runs tonight. It's
That's
just not
tough.
looking good for him.
And they
It's
had a lead. They had the lead. It's always so much you can do. Uh, my uh, my plummet for this week. It was changed a little bit yesterday, but my plummet for the week is Ime Udoka. He's the only person I've ever seen to put drop coverage on Steph Curry and think it'll work, and that cost you 2 games. So glad he changed it, but at what cost? When you still lose and Andrew Wiggins drops 26. Um, yeah, huge plummet for Udoka. And going into our next topic, previewing Game 6. Um, it's obviously do or die right now for Boston. Tatum and Brown need to step up. They need to at once have a good game. They don't both need to drop 30, but like both of you need to get like 25. Both of you need to be playmaking. Smart's gonna have to have a good game, and then either Rob Williams Al Horford or Derek White's going to have a huge game. And I'm going to be honest, I don't expect anyone off the bench that isn't Derek White to come in the game for this game 6.
It's kind of sad. This game 6 is really important for the Celtics. I mean,
Obviously,
can
it's
Tatum
do
get
or
his
die,
statement
man.
game? Can he get his statement game against the best shooter of all time? Right now, people probably would say that Jalen Brown. I mean, I had a couple people telling me, "Oh, Jalen Brown is a better player. He's the leader on the team." Stop it. Well, I'd say stop.
It-
He's not the leader of the team. You can tell
Not even
by the
close.
way that the players look at him. He is the dude. Jason Tatum is the dude that everyone looks up to. And they look at him on the team when something's going wrong. They look at him. They say, "What's up? Here's the ball. You take over."
They actually don't. They actually don't. But that's how it should be, though. But
But
I get what you're saying, though. Like in the second quarter, or maybe end of the first, start of the second, Tatum had like no shots taken, and then he just took like 5 straight, and he
well,
went like 4 for
they
5.
don't look at him like that, but he gets the ball in his own hands and just like, I don't care what anybody else is thinking. I'm going to make this game competable.
It's got to make it happen. And Jaylen Brown does the same thing, but so Jaylen Brown had his first stinker of the finals, I'll admit. 3 for 14 or 3 for whatever. He didn't play well. But the thing is, when he's not shooting well, where's his effect?
He,
Where does he make his impact?
on defense.
That's something he's still got to learn. He'll do it on one-on-one defense. His off-ball defense is spotty.
Yeah.
He's not the best playmaker that we got. He's probably the worst playmaker in the starting 5, I must admit. But it's okay. I fully expect him to bounce back. All we need, he could have 25, 0, and 0 for all I care, because everyone else is going to take care of the playmaking.
Marcus Smart
Yeah.
is the X factor. If that man
I
scores,
believe so.
there is no beating the Celtics.
Yeah, it's true. That is very true. If his shots are falling, he's being aggressive, which he was last game, and I really do appreciate his aggressiveness. Because like Jason
He wants to
Tatum,
win, and it pisses me off that the calls that they get against him are soft.
they are.
Jordan
He
Poole
got pushed. Clay pushed off on him, and then he hit Poole in the face, and
Oh,
things don't go your way. But
not the blame officiating, but someone held Grant Williams and then he pulled him down and they flopped backwards, and then Grant Williams got a foul call.
yeah, there are just some referees who should not be referees. Tony Brothers being one of them. He a very known Celtics anti, but
It's
well, as much as I expect, Tatum and Brown to show out, just believe Steph Curry's coming back for a huge game, because even if we try to guard him like that again, the Warriors are going to have a game plan. We can guard him like that again, and he can have a bad game again. But the word gravity is what that's Steph Curry's thing, and everyone else is going to get one-on-ones, and it's going to be tough. And I expect Andrew Wiggins to have not like a cool down game. Like I'm not. I just don't think he goes for 26 and is the leading scorer for the Warriors.
I don't think Steph Curry misses 9 threes again, right? But I also don't think Draymond Green has 10 points. I don't think Klay Thompson has what? What do you have last game? 15.
He had at least 18. I know that.
So
He made 6. He had 6 threes, but it is game 6 of all occasions. So
I think Klay Thompson is going to drop a dud actually.
I hope you're right, but I think the Warriors will come out better than they ever have in the pivotal game 6. It's going to be huge.
If I'm a Celtics coach, if I'm Ime Udoka, I'm putting Marcus Smart on Steph Curry, Jaylen Brown on Clay, and I'm letting Tatum go one-on-one with Andrew Wiggins.
I take that all day, man. And speaking of Jason Tatum, to his standards, to the top 10 player in the league standards, he's underperforming. He's having horrific shooting splits. He's it's just been all around bad. However, he is the youngest player to ever average 27-7 in the finals, but he also has the most turnovers ever in a playoff run. It's been up and down. It's been a roller coaster for him. especially ever since he hurt that shoulder. Before the shoulder, he was averaging 28, 6, and 5, I believe, something like that, on some pretty efficient splits. After that, he was averaging about 23, 5, and 5 on horrendous splits. Uh, the story has to be something like the shoulder injury is much worse than it is. Um, but the underperforming cannot happen again, because if you do, you're going home. It's all on you. You're the best player on the team. You're the most versatile defender on the team. You're the second best playmaker on the team. You're gonna have to step up. I'm ranting a little bit, but I'll be done in a second. But I have to get it out. I am someone who was tempted for the longest. I was tempted to throw Jason Tatum in my top 10 because of stuff like this. He'll get hot and he doesn't want to end up being aggressive anymore. Like 20 shots is a lot. Trust me, I know 20 shots is a lot. But it's weird to say I need you to take more. There are stretches where he'll score a quick 6 or he'll score a quick 8, and then he doesn't touch the ball again. He just sits back in the corner. Like, you're not Grant Williams, you're not Marcus Smart, you're not Derek White. You are Jason Tatum. You are the second best player in the series. You're one of the best scorers in the league. And it's time to step the hell up. Because if you don't, like I said, you're going the fuck home. And I don't think I can deal with that emotionally as my favorite player and my favorite team. So,
Yeah,
Jason Tatum's dropping a 40 bomb this game, or the
he
Celtics
said
are
that whole finals.
catching their ass at
Tatum,
Cancun.
Tatum's not doing that, but I think the Celtics win. Game
Yeah,
6.
let's jinx it. Let's jinx it.
Well,
He's gonna have a dud. He'll have 12 points.
he's not going to do much. But the Celtics.
Jason Tatum isn't gonna do much.
No, I'm saying it doesn't need much. The Celtics are going to go into Game 6 because they're going to go in and win Game 6 because of TV ratings. It,
That's such a corny way to look at it, and
I
that's
agree.
not why they would win Game 6.
More money in Boston.
That is not the reason they would go to 6, because or go to 7, because I mean, shit, they
No, they want to. I
I
want
don't
to
know.
start the narrative that
This
they'll be the first team ever to win multiple Game
three
7.
game sevens, yeah, 3 game 7s in one series. Yeah, I expect a lot out of Tatum. I need a game. I need it like I need air. Speaking of someone who needs something like they need air, Steph Curry needs a Finals MVP. If they wrap it up tomorrow and or Wednesday, I can promise you he's getting it. Dude is averaging 30. Um, I just want to know, like, where is he all time if he gets his Finals MVP and his 4th ring? Where is he all time? Me personally, I was thinking about it. He would have to fall. He has to. Someone. My 9, 10, 11 is Bill, Wilt, Hakeem. Someone's got to move. Someone's gonna have to move. Maybe 2 people have to move. Maybe all 3 of them got to get bumped back. The most revolutionizing player the game has ever seen.
You know what's crazy?
He
For somebody who's such a good shooter, no one ever says Steph or Curry.
well, they'll say Curry
Kobe.
range, but they're not like
Say
it's
Kobe.
always going to be Kobe.
Kobe. That's how legendary he is. And this is I know
Yeah,
we're talking about Steph
Curry.
Curry's legacy, but just to honor uh, Kobe Bryant, and he really changed the game of basketball. And so many people idolize him, including myself. That like you have to have that dog and you have to have the Mamba mentality. And it's kind of crazy because it's basketball. It's supposed to be this technical game that you have to go in and out, and it's not like a mind game. But he turned it into something where it's all mental.
That is true. Um, and Steph Curry, in a way, where how you said it's like an in and out game. It's an analytics game. Steph Curry like lunged the idea of analytics. Um, he really put it out there, and that's because 7 foot. Oh, yeah, that's cool, but you can't have your back to the basket anymore. You're gonna have to step in that corner and start making threes. And you got to be able to dribble and pass, and you have to be able to do everything. Even though that wasn't directly Curry, but Curry making everyone have to shoot, making everyone have to be a Swiss Army knife, like LeBron James, ironically. Um, that I think he'd. I think I could comfortably put him as the ninth greatest basketball player of all time.
I agree.
I think I could lunge him over those three great centers. He's
One,
done enough.
it's problematic for me. I can never put him above Kobe. He could
Kobe's
win.
and
He could,
Kobe's is the fourth greatest basketball player of all
Steph
time
Curry
for me.
could
So
win
it's
5
not even
more
close.
NBA championships, and I don't think I could put him over Kobe.
If Steph Curry won 5 more NBA championships, he's probably my goat. But that's not going to happen,
That's not going to happen.
and it doesn't matter because he's not getting this one anyway. But um,
Um,
no, I think Curry would be the ninth greatest basketball player of all time,
I think there's
sitting
arguments for 8. Um,
8 ahead of who? We have
but you can run through the
MJ,
10.
Braun, Kareem, Kobe, Magic, Bird, Shaq, Duncan.
I think he's better than
Uh,
Duncan.
nah,
Over Duncan.
nah. Duncan has 5 rings, 2 MVPs, just like Steph. He's got 3 Finals MVPs.
But what's
Steph will have
Duncan do to
one.
get? I think Steph is more historic for the game of basketball.
That
And that,
is it. That okay. Allen Iverson is the fourth greatest basketball player of all time. If we're talking about that,
no, I get that, but Steph has
fly.
changed the game, and it's
That's
not even
great.
any.
That's great, but that doesn't make him better than Tim Duncan.
I think
Tim Duncan is
Steph has
arguably
gone so
like
far
top 5.
that like people question whether a 3-point line was enough. There was times where people think that like we should make a shot harder because this dude's so good at it.
Tim Duncan is the reason Kobe Bryant isn't the GOAT.
Yeah, I agree.
He's the reason he doesn't have more than 5 rings.
And Kawhi Leonard is the reason that LeBron.
Well, LeBron's the GOAT anyway because he's that good.
I get it.
No, I'm not taking that. Like Steph is revolutionary, and that's the reason I put him at 9. But there's a little different. Like you got to do a little more. Duncan is the greatest power forward to ever play this game by a wide margin.
I think at the end of Steph's career, when it's all said and done, he could go on possibly win it. He could win another chip if he wins this one after this one. Because this Warriors team isn't getting any worse.
I'll tell you what.
He could be better than Magic.
Well, Magic's my 5. So, how about this? If he were to win another MVP,
Finals and Finals MVP.
Well, an MVP might do it. An MVP might do it because think about it. That'd be 3 MVPs. 3. Magic at 3, I believe.
Where's Giannis? Giannis could be up there very soon.
Giannis won't be up there because he won't be making a lot of championships. My reason for this is LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, and Michael Jordan and Steph Curry have normalized. These runs aren't easy. Like, these runs are no joke. No one just makes the finals 5 straight years, 8 straight years, 5 times in 10 years.
Giannis would have came to these finals if it wasn't for the Celtics. I think he was coming down into.
Yeah, I said the winner of that series would go on to win the finals.
Well, I think they might have beat the Heat in 5.
I think they would have dog walked the Heat.
I
truly believe that.
Heat historically,
they match up just completely better. They don't have that folding fortitude that the Celtics have. Yeah, but this show is about this segment is about Steph Curry and how he's going to be the 9th greatest basketball player of all time if and when he wins the Finals MVP, or if Tatum snatches it above him. Where does Tatum rank all time? But that's a discussion for another time.
If Curry has 2 more duds and the Celtics win the finals, Does Ime Udoka get Finals MVP?
No, if I could ever give it to a coach, I'd give it to him this series because um, he must be doing some fucking magic to turn the thing around. I can't see Steph losing out on the MVP, regardless of what happens. If the Celtics win, Jason Tatum is probably the MVP. Uh, bless Daniel. We caught that first sneeze on the mic, but it is what it is. Um, but yeah, Steph Curry is going to be the ninth greatest basketball player of all time if he finishes out. If he doesn't, he's still at 12. I won't put him any less. He's still greater than Kevin Durant. Um, regardless, as Katie's soft, and yeah. But that about wraps up our NBA Finals talk. We have some rapid fire NFL hot takes. Um, so we'll probably start that 25 mark on us. We're going to cut off a little bit more. But yeah, we'll basically have 30 seconds, talk our hot takes. Danny, you or me to go first?
You can go first.
All right. We're going to have two hot takes each. And my first one is that Carson Wentz is the worst quarterback in his division. Me and Danny went over this. He said it wasn't too hot, but the main reason why this is a hot take, I believe Daniel Jones is going to have a huge season. I think Daniel Jones will finish as the second best quarterback in this division, whether you believe Dak remains number one or you believe Jalen Hurts takes the leap and then Dak falls off. I believe that Daniel Jones is going to actually have a pretty good season. Coming from a rival, I feel like that's pretty hot, and it may be delusional. Your turn.
I got a two-part.
Go
Nick
ahead.
Chubb is the best running back in the NFL, but
Flaming.
it sucks because this man plays for the team that'll finish last in the AFC North.
I think the first part is indeed a hot take. I disagree, but you make the argument. Yeah. But I don't think it's a hot take to say they'll come last in their division with Watson or not. Um, but yeah, so I like that. I like that two-parter. Uh, I'll give it 8 seconds so I can track my 30 seconds correctly. All right. The Tampa Bay Bucks will not make the playoffs due to injury and age. I know that is very weird to say Tom Brady won't make the playoffs, and that probably isn't going to happen. But that's my hot take. Brady comes back for no reason, and he doesn't end up getting a ring. Two-parter, the Rams repeat because they're doing all the right things. They're paying their big stars. They're letting it be known that if you're a star here, we're going to pay you. And plus, they're working on a redeal with Odell. So Rams repeat, Bucks no playoffs.
Yeah,
And your second hot take?
my second hot take really is this might steal something from you. Is that Devonta Smith is the best receiver from this draft class when it's all said and done. Jamar Chase has a great quarterback that's thrown to him, but people will soon learn this year that Jalen Hurts is still that quarterback.
Yep, he is that dude. And coming out of their draft class, Hurts and Burrow, Hurts was second in Heisman to Joe Burrow. He was second in practically all passing categories in the nation to Joe Burrow.
It's just Joe Burrow has
This it's going to be a huge season. It's going to be a huge season for them Eagles, man. But those are our rapid fire NFL hot takes. Someone's plummets, NBA Finals. Of course, after basically every NBA Finals game, me, Parker Zangworth, Painsworth512 on Twitter, we go live after the games. Make sure y'all catch those. Let me double check the final schedule for everyone. If it gets bumped to a game 7, it is on Sunday at 8 p.m. I do not know if I have work or not, but if I don't, you already know me and Danny will be here for the pre-game live show, and we'll let y'all know how that goes. Danny, do you got anything for us before we head on out of here?
I will see you on Sunday. That's all I'll say because the Celtics are going to 7.
I'll quit my job. If the thing gets moved to 7, I'll quit my job, buy 8 bottles of champagne, and I'm either drinking my sorrows away or we're getting trashed. We're getting crazy. But gotta win game 6 first. That's all I really care about as of right now. But thank you everyone for tuning in. This was episode 20. We'll see you guys either live stream on Sunday or Wednesday, with a recap of the NBA Finals by then. But peace. Have a good day.
Make sure to use code Sideline for 10% off on
Hey,
InTheClutch.com.
yes, sir.
Hey.